In Salt Lake City, Utah, there is a horror attraction set up in an abandoned cement factory. Dating back to the late 1800s, this factory has seen its fair share of grim disasters. Several workers experienced serious injuries ranging from loss of limb to loss of life. The factory's dark history makes for a great haunted house attraction, but many folks believe it's haunted for real. Today we explore the story of the Salt Lake City Fear Factory. Welcome to Ghost Binkers. Pause for dramatic effect. Hello, junior and senior Binkers. I'm Trev, and I really badly want to believe in ghosts. And with me is my co-host and buddy, Killian.
I like that your ghost programming took over and you almost said cemetery when you saw cement factory. Like you saw the sem and you were like, cemetery. That's the ghost place. Again, you might have edited it out to avoid the discrepancy, but let the record show that you said cemetery when you saw cement factory.
I feel like people do need to hear that, but I might re-record and then I don't know, I'll play that.
This feels like some shit you stick at the end when it's all green.
Yeah. That, for people who are wondering, that's supposed to, I don't know. Well, one, I edit the video. We're getting in the weeds. Together, we are the Ghost Binkers, and we explore real-life spooky stories and joke the spooky credibility out of them. A light binking,
well,
so to speak.
Sometimes I'll get like really far afield. Like I'll be talking about like why I think a baseball player's OPS is unsustainable, and I'll be like, "Oh, this is green. This is green shit right now." I'm talking to the green people right now.
Oh, this is a green conversation. Yeah. Well, so I guess we're gonna get into the nitty gritty of how the show works. I edit the video in Reaper because I'm an audio first kind of guy.
Yeah.
And Reaper has a few video effects, and one of them is outlines for the video, and I figured green outlines kind of makes it look like some sort of like spooky like spectrogram or something. So it's just like it's our ghosts are talking.
No,
that is our ghosts speaking to each other.
I got it perfectly. Do you think anyone ever gets into the gritty nitty of things?
Did I say gritty nitty?
No, you said nitty gritty, but I was just thinking like no one ever gets in the gritty nitty of anything.
That's true, you know? Yeah. So this episode we're gonna be talking about the Salt Lake City Fear Factory, but first, I want to talk about one thing that I saw on TikTok. We've talked about this before, but running our TikTok, pretty much everything that shows up on the For You page is like paranormal or ghost or like cryptid or conspiracy. I ran into a video of this guy who is screaming about a tree in his yard that's moving closer to either another tree in his yard or his house.
Yeah.
And he's really, really adamant about it. I think he's just trying to go viral.
Yeah, he's doing a good thing.
But all the comments are, I don't believe you, but I really believe you.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of hooked. I'm kind of hooked on trying to see what new thing he comes up with.
I want to get in there and be like, I hope the tree fucking kills you. I hope it drags you out of the house one night, you piece of shit. Just see if I can start a fight with the tree guy.
They named it Tree Bert.
I do like the idea of like he's digging it up and moving it every day and replanting every night.
Well, I did.
It's hundreds of hours of work.
I commented on it and I was like, plot twist, the neighbor at night is digging it up and replanting it closer to your house.
Yeah, realistically, I guess you could wait for him to leave, do like 20 of them and film them as TikToks, you know, because you could lie.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
that's
so
true,
you could move the tree a lot, but just film them.
Yeah.
I'm giving TikTok tips to people faking their trees moving.
But I will. I'll link that because I think that's a fun thing that I found on TikTok, and maybe people will like it, and maybe they'll see the comment
that might be the first fun thing on TikTok. TikTok sucks.
Besides our clips, of course, at Ghost Binkers.
Well, every time we post a clip, I'm like, TikTok doesn't deserve this.
Every time.
I'm just kidding. It's YouTube that doesn't deserve this.
Oh, God, don't get me started. It's weird because that's kind of where we get the best response.
Yeah, because insane people show up to criticize us.
That too. Speaking of TikTok, we had somebody on our one of our videos comment, I really want to email you guys and I'm scared to. And I reassured them that it was going to be okay. You can email us. We will not bink too hard. And so we got an email from Emily.
I need the fucking Bink music to start playing. I'm gonna Bink hard music to start playing. Bink boss battle music.
We teased this, I think, last episode that we were going to read Emily's email. And the email subject is go easy. I'm shy.
Jesus Christ, I get it. All right.
So
being pre-shamed here.
So Emily says, "Hey guys and fellow Binkers. My story takes place at Utah's most popular haunted attraction, Fear Factory." That's the episode.
With Joe Rogan.
No, that's Fear Factor.
You're gonna eat 10 balls. If you eat 10 bull balls, you get $43.
I like the Dave Chappelle spoof that they did where Tyrone the crackhead just eats anything because he's just like, yeah, it's fine. Like,
yeah, it's not even.
I've had worse.
An eating challenge and he's ready to go. Yeah.
So Emily, plot twist, you inspired an entire episode with your email. So thank you for sending in your email.
Yeah.
My story takes place in the Fear Factory. Fear Factory used to be a cement factory, not a cemetery factory, in the 1800s and has quite the history of gruesome workplace deaths. It was abandoned in 1987 and became a place where unhoused people congregated and lived until it was bought and turned into a haunted attraction. During the... that's...
All right. It's also a band.
Oh, it's a band. Also, I do feel like there's a Fear Factory near us.
Yeah, it's probably like a...
But I don't think there is. But like, I feel like I've Mandela affected one into my life.
There's gotta be. Yeah, it's the kind of thing you call a haunted house where you put
it feels like the most generic name ever.
You're in an old warehouse, you call it a Fear Factory.
During the off season, usually in the spring and summertime, the owners allow a tour and subsequent ghost hunt for anyone who is interested through a company called Grim Ghost Tours. I meant to look them up. I did not.
There's the Factory of Terror. Are you doing Factory of Terror transposition in your head?
Think that's what it is, yeah. Also, I'm just going to very quickly look up...
Maybe the band was playing nearby and you saw a poster.
Yeah,
and
maybe.
Like, oh.
I'm going to look up Grim Ghost Tours really quick. They are in Salt Lake City. You can buy tickets. Oh, I did look them up.
The Brothers Grimm.
That's a lot of extra reading. I have plenty of reading to do on this episode, so if you want to know about the Grim Ghost Tours, you can look it up.
Grim with two M's, like the
Grim with two M's,
like the famous brothers.
I'll add it to the Ghouly Bites. You can take a peek in there. The Spooky Specimens.
Yeah,
that was the original name, and then we decided Ghouly Bites was more fun.
Yeah.
This is where I come in, says Emily, not me.
Sorry, I dryly said yeah to your comment there. That was crazy.
I booked a guided tour and ghost hunt for my friends and I during the summer a few years ago. They led us on a tour through all 6 buildings and the underground while giving us the history and reports of hauntings. It was really cool to be able to see all the props and the elaborate set design without being jumped at because I'm a chicken. Same here.
Yeah, we knew you were chicken. I just go insanely mean. You fucking idiot. You moron.
I little Trev lore dump here. I used to work for a haunted hayride, and the decorations still creeped me out, even when I knew that people I know were operating them.
Yeah, I helped with parking when it wasn't haunted anymore.
Yeah, you missed the fun haunted part.
Yeah, I did almost get hit by a truck one day doing that. So
That's
that was
true.
Cool. So that was
that was scary.
Kind of a real life,
way.
almost a ghost situation. Yeah,
that was scary in a more like life threatening.
A guy in a Chevy Silverado almost made me a ghost.
Oh, but imagine the stories that would have come from that.
Yeah, thanks.
This place is haunted because some parking attendant got hit by a truck.
Imagine the beeps from my heart monitor when all my ribs are broken by a gigantic double wide truck.
Yeah, that guy really...
Like I'm a Lamborghini Huracan or whatever that got smashed in a parking lot.
Picture like the biggest truck that you've ever seen and then combine that with itself.
Yeah. You saw that, right? The Lamborghini that got destroyed in the parking lot?
Like our parking lot?
No,
it was
it was a very popular thing online these past few weeks. Like a woman, a short blonde lady, was driving a truck and like ran up on a Lamborghini. I think it was the Huracan or whatever. Yeah.
She just ran through me. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like a $250,000 car. It's a Lambo, so it's like
oh wait, I think I saw the picture of just a fucking
she's just on the car.
What the hell?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and like, you know, your insurance is not going to like that. It turns out. I think when you smush Lamborghini.
Yeah, I know.
So you know, I feel bad when it's like someone gets in an accident in Lamborghini and it fucks up their insurance really bad because it's like just an expensive car.
Yeah,
I feel less bad when they drive on top of it in a parking lot because like how many? Look at where it is on the car. That's like 6 kids deep. You'd be halfway through the field trip before you realize you hit a single kid. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like there's no like even pretending it wasn't your fault.
Yeah.
Like that is 100%.
I think she said she was like too short to see it underneath, which is like, yeah, not great.
Well, you shouldn't be driving.
I
a
know.
Big, giant
I
truck
know.
if you're
I don't think anyone should be driving trucks that big, really.
Yeah, I actually just recently learned about like the blind zone in front of SUVs.
Yeah.
And like a lot of them are really big.
Yeah. No, I mean, they're kid crushers for real.
That's crazy.
Trying to make some little ghosts out there. Trying to make some unfinished business out there.
That's wild.
Yeah. So anyway, something about that Lamborghini really spoke to me.
So after the tour, the whole group met up on the main floor and got the safety rundown, and we were sent on our way. I'll try to keep it short, but my friends and I stuck with a group of women who were more experienced than us with the equipment and ghost hunting in general.
Oh, so it's like a ghost hunt tour.
Yeah. So it's like they do like it's a ghost tour and then a hunt. So like you get like a little pre-seating.
Yeah, they tell you where to look for the stuff. I love the idea of being more familiar with the fucking hack dog shit equipment that doesn't work. It's awesome.
I would stick to the
I've got a lot of knowledge with this machine that beeps randomly to make me think there's ghosts in the room.
After the tour. Oh, this was super cool because they could actually document changes in the rooms and record anything we couldn't hear.
It's actually super lame.
Which, to be fair, they could document things you couldn't hear. It just probably might not be what they said it was.
Like fake shit, yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe Ronnie had a little too much gabagool.
Who's Ronnie?
That's a reference to the last episode where he had the tummy rumblies.
Oh, that was like 8 weeks ago.
I know. It was full disclosure, we haven't recorded in a while. The first thing I experienced was a temperature drop. We were in the underground area, but it was still super hot because it was summer. All of us went into a little alcove, and right where I was standing immediately got colder. One of the ladies was able to pull out a temperature sensor gun and documented the shift. It was 69 degrees, LOL. Nice. I know what Killian might be thinking, because we went underground and the shift in temperature was because of that, but it was only cold in the spot right next to me, and the temperature around the rest of the group didn't change.
Does she put a second thing where she says, I know what he's going to say in response to that, which is that, like, this is a massive warehouse, and it's very normal for temperature to be very different from room to room or from spot of room to spot of room, especially underground, because it doesn't just trap whatever, it traps all kinds of air down there. So if you get a little pocket of cold, it can stay there for a few weeks, even as heat comes in.
If you eat too much ice cream, your farts will
be
cold.
Big cold fart, yeah. Yeah,
pretty quick with that one.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. Yeah, maybe someone in the tour group was so fucking cold that they walked in there and it sucked all the cold out of their body into their room. You know, like they were just an ice person.
That, joking aside, I do wonder how cold you have to be to create a cold zone around you.
Do you know what I'm gonna say in response to that?
Not very.
Okay. Yeah. Well, no. What's
not very cold?
No. What's the average? What's the human body temperature?
98.6.
So in what situations would you be colder than the room you're in?
Oh, you'd be dead.
Yeah, like pretty easily.
Yeah.
I often say, like, when I go to the doctors, I let them know that I tend to run cold on the
I do too.
Yeah, and that's like 98.2. You know, it's like
okay. I actually died yesterday because I had a really massive headache and I felt like I had a fever, and I took my temperature. I had a 95.1 temperature.
Yeah. You had a reverse fever.
I had a reverse fever. Yeah. I had a Revif.
Yeah. No, you did. I don't know. You said it normally.
I'm going to go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
I like that she felt it was cold, and someone was like, let me help. And they just like scanned it with a gun. They were like, yeah, it's cold. It's colder. I was like, yeah, I know. I could feel it, actually.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't really
It'd be weirder if you had felt it was a cold spot, and then she scanned it, and it was like 100. It was like,
that would be weird.
I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes any sense to ghost people. They're like, no. But like in my mind, that's like creepier.
I have a temperature gun.
If you're like, it feels really cold, but when you scan it, it seems normal. Although, sometimes in my house, I'm like, it's not 67 in here. Fuck you, thermostat.
I have a temperature gun. They don't read the air. They read objects.
Well, do you have like maybe there's a different model? And also maybe she just scanned the wall.
Maybe. Emily, let us know what's up with that. I'm confused. So the temperature around. Okay. After that, we messed around with a spirit box.
Oh, you shouldn't fool around with that. That's dangerous technology. That's potent technology.
And told the spirits of the workers about OSHA and how no one needs to die in tragic and preventable ways. Okay, and they seem to react positively.
I like this. Yeah. Don't tell them about Qatar and Saudi Arabia and what they're up to these days with skyscrapers. But yeah, no, that's nice. I think goes with like OSHA.
That's nice. So they told the ghosts about OSHA, and hopefully that cooled the spirits a little bit because they all died in mostly horrific ways, probably.
Yeah.
One of the last encounters will stick with me to the end, says Emily. I think. One of my friends...
Talk about your death in an email, please.
One of my friends started to not feel good, not because of the ghosts or ghouls.
I know. It's just because...
But because his binder was starting to hurt him.
There's just always someone on the trip who gets real fainty for some reason.
And Emily urges all trans-mask listeners to take binder breaks, especially if you're in pain.
This is like great advice, but also like... the headache friend will just find new ways to have a headache under any circumstances. You know, my dude is like blaming the binder when he had like too much coffee that morning. And he's got like a caffeine migraine.
Because of this, he went up to the main office to get out of the heat and to relax a little, but urged us to keep hunting. I'm not trying to throw shade, but if I was scared, I would make up a reason to go home.
I look over and Trev's just putting on a binder. Like, all right, hey. It's kind of reverse engineering the situation I get into, which is where I go on a ghost hunt. I'm like, I guess I've got to wear a dress for this one, fellas.
And then you can use the excuse that the dress is riding up.
I guess I got to do a full face of makeup for this hunt, boys.
We were playing around with the spirit box again near some of the equipment left over from when it used to be a cement factory. Almost said cemetery again.
Yeah.
And this is where it gets a little spooky. We were getting more negative responses to our questions, and everyone was kind of picking up on a bad vibe when all of a sudden the spirit box said my absent friend's name.
Fuck you.
That's my friend's name. We pressed it further, and it said the name of his father. Something only my friends and I would know.
Okay.
After that, we kind of bailed and met up with our friend who sat out and went home.
So you can't get mad at me for saying this. Sometimes trans people pick names that are like objects so I'm going to assume that your friend has a name and he didn't pick like Rocket. Because if his name is Rocket or something, then it might have been more likely to say a word that is, not a name.
Rocket.
Well, it's it's the kind of thing where it's like, me and my gaggle of trans women friends were ghost hunting, and it said Lilith, and you're like, well, that's like a demon name. It didn't. The spirit box didn't know when it said the demon name that it would pick out 6 women in the crowd to hit. It's like
it's just Ozzy Osbourne screaming about Lilith. So yeah, they went home. All in all, it was a really cool experience to have, and the scariest part for me wasn't the ghosts, but an area they call the catwalk. The catwalk is a bridge at the highest points of the 2 main buildings, and the floor is just a grate that you can see through, straight to the pavement below.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I was shaking in my boots.
Catwalks are pretty common in big buildings. Anytime you got to get up near the roof.
It does seem like for a factory like that where bad things happened a lot, probably the safety standards still not great.
I mean, granted, I don't not to call them. Did anyone look into the history of this factory, their accidents?
I did.
Was
actually.
It like dangerous?
Yes.
Okay.
And we'll get into that.
I also don't know what a cement factory is really. I realized about halfway through when she was like, oh yeah, all the equipment they play on, and I was like, what equipment did they use in the cement factory? Because I was like, oh, a big cement mixing truck, but I was like, no, that's like on a job site. Yeah. And I was like, what is cement? And I just kind of sat here scratching my noodle.
Amy, my wife, tells me that a lot of times I will say things like they're true, but they're really just speculation from me. So I'm going to do that right now.
Why are you acting like I don't do that to you on the show too? I derail half our episodes by doing that.
So I think a cement factory is like where they break up rocks and other ingredients for the cement.
Yeah.
And then turn them into a powder and put them in the bag.
Yeah, I feel like I could really run you ragged on this, but I'm just gonna let it happen. You're right. A cement factory is where they break up rocks to make them into the bag powder.
Well, whatever rocks they use for cement.
Yeah, do you know?
No.
A cement has like what, silicon in there and stuff, right? There's some kind of like silicate material, I assume.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Here, I'll look
okay, you'll do it. What if I do it faster? Limestone mixed with clay, shale, or marl. Oh, okay, and so these...
there is silica.
But there is silica, yeah. Okay, cool.
So that's like ingredient number 2.
I'm so fucking smart. Oh my fucking God.
Lime is number 1 though.
Yeah.
And oh my God.
Lemon lime. It's Sprite. All materials are Sprite.
I was going to say that lime is a sponge for ghosts.
Right, we talked
And this is a cement factory that's haunted with
that
ghosts.
Episode might not be out for 6 months. We have no clue.
It came out...
Oh, it happened already? It snuck by me?
It came out tomorrow.
Oh. Okay.
As of recording.
Okay. Okay.
Not as of release. If you're listening to this, that one's already out. But right now, as of recording, it comes out tomorrow.
Wasn't that Jaunty Haunts that we talked about that on? We might have also talked about limestone on Jaunty Haunts.
We did, but then the most recent episode, the hotel burnt down twice. And then they were like, let's build it out of limestone. It can't burn down again.
I didn't even remember that it came up again. This ghost shit is melting my brain.
That's one that you self-admittedly were a little checked out.
Oh yeah, that episode's got to get scrapped, by the way. No, I'm working on a new theory where everything is every material is Sprite. Is my new theory. So it's funny because what I'm doing is I'm like the Hegelian dialectic. Have you ever heard that before?
It sounds familiar.
So it's like everything is its thing, and then its negation. Yeah, and then like. The end result of that is like you have a synthesis of something and its negation that becomes like the matter-of-fact resolution of the thing.
Okay.
And so like with Sprite is that. It's lemon. That it's lemon's negation, not lime. And the end result is fizzy drink, And so I think all things are kind of like lemon lime. Sprite.
I'm looking forward to seeing you like get really, really in the weeds with this everything is Sprite.
Well, so what I'll have to do is I'll have to pick 2 sodas, and so everything can be like Sprite or like, root beer or something.
Yeah, okay.
And then people will be like, what about that? And I'll be like, you'd think it'd be Sprite, but it's actually root beer. And that'll be the bit.
Yeah, I guess if you said Dr. Pepper, that's cheating because Dr. Pepper is everything.
Yeah. So all right, so we have a transphobic ghost possibly that we got to watch out for. That's what it sounds like.
Or at least trying to dox them.
Yeah. I assume it didn't use their dead name, but it used their father's name.
Yeah.
Okay, so it used his current name.
Yep.
So good job, Ghost.
Good job, Ghost.
And then his father, which maybe doesn't have a great relationship with his father. I'm not sure.
We don't know.
Yeah, but there was some surprise at knowing the father's name.
Yeah.
So
because only the friend and the friend group knows that.
Yeah. No. Maybe the father has a weird name or something.
Or it's a really common name.
Dave. And they're like, holy shit.
No, it's probably a pretty unique name. It's probably like pizza. So the last line from Emily is, anyway, thanks for reading my story and for putting on an awesome show. Much love, Emily.
Wow.
Thanks, Emily. And thanks for sending us this email.
I appreciate it. Yeah, this is a good intro, a good on-ramp onto the very confounding to picture factory currently. Also, I like the recognizing the fact that the scariest thing is being really high up.
It's the one that's actually a threat to your life.
I'm like not afraid of heights, but I do get when I am high. I'm like, whew.
Yeah.
Like being on a catwalk makes me go like, whoa, for a sec.
I get that way too. I'm not like scared to go on heights. Like I'll do it, but then I'm looking down and I'm like, I'd hate to fall from here.
Yeah. For like roller coasters, because I'm like strapped in, I don't get afraid as much. But when I have to walk on a bridge, especially if I'm with Terry, I'm like terrified Terry's gonna fall. I have to grab her.
Yeah.
And that I get anxious around. I think my wife might tumble to her death, I suppose.
Yeah, no, I get that. I think that's a normal feeling to have.
Yeah, so let's learn more about industrial speed metal band Fear Factory.
So, funny enough, we're kind of like halfway into the episode, but now we're going to get into the history and hauntings, because this is a news article that talks about both at the same time. This is from Salt Lake Magazine.
So I guess it's not really news, but it's, they did some research.
What
it's
is
journalism.
News? What is the news these days? Am I right?
Touche. So this is about the Portland Cemetery. I did it again. It's from the Portland Cement Factory, aka the Fear Factory. So even though it was in Salt Lake City, it was originally called the Portland Cement Factory.
Okay. This is a haunted house now. It's a haunted house attraction called the Fear Factory.
Yes.
Okay. It's not. They're not calling it the Fear Factory because it's scary.
No.
It's called Fear Factory because it's a haunted house.
Now they might have called it Fear Factory.
That's what I'm trying to
used
figure out because I
scary.
suddenly just was like, wait, maybe they're just. I'm confused.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you don't really listen for part of the episode. You tune back in, you're befuddled.
This is what happens when you use a magazine.
Yeah. To be fair, this is what happens when your host can't read one word. He just keeps saying cemetery for some reason.
It's really throwing me to this episode. This is also written by Avery Evans. So thank you, Avery, for writing this article. Sarah Jameson, owner of Grim Ghost Tours. Emily knows them. That was the group that Emily was touring with, yeah.
I wonder why you were looking it up at one point. I think I missed when you introduced that. And I was like, I guess try to search up this ghost tour company.
So I assume Emily probably met Sarah because she talked about two women.
Sarah's the boss.
Yeah, but
I don't know if she's going out meeting the rabble like Emily. I don't know.
Based on my experience with ghost tour paranormal groups, they usually are pretty small.
I sense you're withholding something.
They're usually pretty small.
I sense you're withholding a judgment.
No.
Okay.
They're very grassroots.
They have a very mean woman in charge. They have a very mean small businesswoman who's not nice to people. She will get in a fight with you on Facebook.
Oh, I haven't done that.
No, I'm saying that I know I know a certain type of small business lady.
Oh,
who
Oh,
and I feel like they would get on a fight on Facebook. No problem. Are you kidding me? The owner of a small ghost tour company is fighting on Facebook.
That's
for
fair.
sure.
Well,
if you say ghosts aren't real, you are getting a comment back that is like, you don't understand. I've been in this business for 30 years. I've seen stuff that you wouldn't even believe. Shit like that.
To be fair, our YouTube commenters will get that same response.
They deserve it though.
Yeah, go to the profile.
No,
we know ghosts aren't real.
I do think you're right that I think it's like big anti-ghost bots. Mm-hmm. I think someone out there is making a bot to try and talk down the ghost believers.
I don't know why, but
some kind of Carl Sagan fan or something. Someone who's like, a Reddit atheist is trying to beat us down.
Honestly, this is my pitch to ghost skeptics out there. Don't leave a snarky comment. Leave a link to our podcast. We'll take care of it.
Yeah. No, I think here's my thing. Just say how funny my joke is. The clip is probably me making a funny joke, so I would give me some props in there.
That too, yeah.
No one gives me enough props these days.
I think they get so tunnel vision on the fact that we said the word ghost and they're not even like listening at that point.
Yeah, they're too convinced by my cogent, rational arguments.
So Sarah is the owner of Grim Ghost Tours, and she leads a monthly paranormal investigation of Portland Cement Factory.
Going back there every month for.
You never know what you'll find. The now haunted attraction
Cement,
Fear Factory.
Silica, and lime.
Cemeteries. There's a cemetery at the cement factory. There's so much activity there. We haven't had a single night where some event doesn't occur. Jameson and her team of investigators have recorded EVP electronic voice phenomena.
Not a single night.
Not a single night.
Even on Christmas. The ghosts are haunting. Come on.
I don't know if they're going on Christmas.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think you're going on Christmas. I think the ghosts are staying home too.
We did establish Christmas is a pretty spooky time.
I don't know. There'll
be scary ghost stories and tales.
Isn't there a
glories?
point where if someone says this place is haunted every single night, where you're like, that makes it a little less believable?
Strangely, no.
Okay.
Because the ghosts, it's not like they go away.
What do you mean?
It's not like they're going on vacation. Like they are there every night if they're there.
Okay, so then when a place is haunted very irregularly, you don't believe them anymore.
In that case, I guess they're like hiding. They're shy or something.
Okay, so sometimes the ghosts hide.
Sometimes
they
hide.
don't want to.
Unless they don't want to.
In which case they haunt every single day.
Yeah.
There's ghost places we've talked about where they've had one haunting in 30 years, and then this place is haunted every single day. And you're like, these are the Both can exist perfectly.
Yeah, well, because those are obviously more outgoing, extroverted, aggressive ghosts. Joseph, we remember Joseph. He likes
racist factory ghosts.
Racist factory ghosts. They're mad. They're like, what is that half Chinese person doing in my factory?
Looking good, toots. You're like, that ghost is fucking annoying.
They know the exact percentage of race you are for each race, which is a great way to get a free DNA test. So Jameson and her team of investigators have recorded EVP, or electronic voice phenomenon.
Energetic vibrating pussy.
Oh, damn.
I try to make up a new one every time.
Don't record that. That's personal.
I try to make up a new one every time.
Of chilling voices warning them to get out.
I don't think the voices are that chilling.
Heard rattling chains scraping across catwalks and become familiar with a playful entity in the underground tunnels.
I feel like any sound in that catwalk has to sound like a rattling chain.
Yeah.
It's a fucking mesh. It's a grated metal. You know what I mean? You drag anything on that. You drop a key on there. It's for 6 months.
Obviously,
it's going to rattle around.
I haven't seen the catwalk, but I also feel like some catwalks have chains holding them up.
Yeah, and Emily described it as like a grated metal catwalk walk. So but that's my point, is that kind of anything up there is going to make a sound against a little rat scuttling
Unless
around.
There's no one up there.
Those are up there.
I like the playful entity in the underground tunnels because I don't think they expand on that at all. It's just, it's a playful entity.
He likes kickball.
In the tunnel. Oh, tunnel kickball would go hard. A kickball in a tunnel? Holy shit. Demonic animatronics. That's a sick.
Yeah.
That's a sick phrase.
It's a little like a silly band, you know?
Yeah. Well, animatronics are inherently kind of silly, but then demonic are... Well, I don't know.
Tell Freddie Fazbear that.
Well, I was when I was a kid, I was really scared of the Chuck E. Cheese animatronics.
Right.
Them things.
You're afraid of your fucking shit.
Yeah, but have you seen the 90s Chuck E. Cheese animatronics? Those things are fucking terrifying.
Yeah, you can make guys a little fucked up back then. Before they made
little cheese rat.
Before they made Pikachu all skinny, you know. You can make your guys a little fucked up in some way.
I like my body positive Pikachu.
I like the cute Pikachu.
I like Pikachu with a little more meat on his
I like
bones.
when they made Pikachu cuter. All right, and I'm not afraid to say it.
Demonic animatronics and gory torture scenes set up throughout the haunted house.
You tried so hard to make gory torture also like a little demonic animatronics.
Yeah.
Gory torture scenes.
Gory torture scenes set up throughout the haunted house add to the site's disturbing tone.
Yeah, you think? This is kind of disturbing. There's 800 fake brains around me. Like, wow, golly gee.
There's a killer.
Spooked.
There's a killer clown with half of his face melted. I'd be scared going in there too.
Fake dismembered woman. I'm like, wow, something here is a little off.
And Jameson believes they might even amplify the very real paranormal phenomena she has witnessed. So this is implying that the fear that is created is intensifying.
Is that what that was implying? Did you not? Is that not a jump by you?
No. Well, the like fucking
I don't know.
Scary decorations are making.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like, why would the ghost be like? The ghost doesn't understand scary decorations. He's like, holy shit, they're still doing more. The factory's gotten way worse. It's so much more dangerous. I thought OSHA was here.
That could be it, or it could just be like those ghosts. They're like pissed. You're like mocking what happened to them with your gory.
Okay, I don't.
Little fucking...
I know factories can be dangerous, but I don't know if they were getting like.
They're mad.
I don't know if they were getting sliced up by a chainsaw.
They're like, do you know who? I lost my arm. Do you know who I am?
But it wasn't to a chainsaw clown.
I'm Jameson P. Patterson.
Wow, is he related to Jameson? Sarah Jameson?
Yeah.
Wow.
By first name.
Yeah. It's like a family tradition, you know.
I was wondering where Jameson came from in my head.
Yeah. You've been reading it once every paragraph for the past half hour.
During the Portland cement factory's manufacturing heyday in the 1800s, the expansive site was an industrial hellscape for workers. This is actual true facts. I did look this up. Employees would fall prey to the dangerous working conditions left and right, from boiling vats of chemicals to bone-crushing grinders and live wires. The agonizing manner in which victims died is nothing short of excruciating, none more so than Frank Holmes. In 1903, he was pulled into a revolving shaft, limb by limb,
until a coworker finally shut off the machine. Holmes lost an arm and broke his leg and jaw in the accident before finally succumbing to his injuries. So this guy got fucked the fuck up.
That sucks, man. Hey, full disclosure, I hate that.
And I did look up
a video of it, and you're gonna play it on screen for everyone at home.
I AI generated a video.
Oh God, it's awful.
No, so I have an image here. So this is an actual newspaper article about this event happening.
Yeah. I mean, this kind of thing happened in factories back then.
And just as a fun little aside, I found the website that hosted the newspaper article. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you can like see the entire article here.
Yeah.
And there's actually some pretty fun
other stuff going on.
Other stuff happening. There was an accident that happened, I think, in Massachusetts somewhere. I can't remember where
19
I saw it.
were killed.
Lowell, Mass. 19 were killed. You pointed it out earlier, and I skipped right over it.
Wow. List will probably be increased.
Lowell, Mass. July 30th.
Yeah, we did not find all the bodies.
The number of deaths caused by yesterday's powder explosion at Wigginsville stands tonight at 19, but it may be increased to 21 at any moment by the death of 2 of the 10 victims now at St. John's Hospital.
Okay. Wait, okay. That's such a strange way to phrase it. Because it could go up by 10 if they fuck it up real bad.
Yeah, why?
I guess there's 2 who are in shitty shape.
Yeah, they're trying to say like 2 are in critical condition.
Yeah, I know, but
they're probably gonna die.
It's very funny to be like, it could go up by as many as 3 if another guy gets really sick for some reason.
So yeah, this is the 1903 edition of the Salt Lake Herald. So that's a fun little thing to peek at.
I don't think of like Salt Lake as existing back then.
I know, yeah, it's kind of weird, right?
Is Utah a fucking state then?
I guess. Just a few years earlier, a 35-year-old worker named George Howe was descending a ladder when his sleeve got caught in a coal crusher. With a shout of agony, his arm was ripped from his body, and Howe fell onto the coal tower, where his mangled corpse was later found.
Oh. Yeah, I hate this, man.
Yeah, there's nothing fun about
these
that.
Aren't good at all.
Tragic accidents.
These are real deaths, not the fake ghost stuff.
Yeah. Tragic accidents continued for years until the factory finally closed its doors. Even still, death continued to find a way into the abandoned factory. In the years following, the Salt Lake Fire Department responded to calls of train-related suicides and bodies of unhoused folks seeking shelter inside the factory, further shrouding the site in a heavy aura of despair. That's a very heavy detail for a magazine article.
Yeah.
Salt Lake Magazine is out here just ripping train suicides.
Well, I mean, hey, I guess you gotta go where the story leads you.
Gotta make the money. Gotta make that bread. Oh, I need a cha-ching sound. Cha-ching! However devastating Fear Factory's past, the site is a renowned point of interest among the paranormal community.
The fact we can't even know how many deaths occurred here is pretty intriguing from a supernatural perspective.
Why?
Because there might be more ghosts there than we know.
Why is that intriguing from a supernatural perspective? Isn't that true of like everywhere on Earth?
Kind of. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't find that statement very convincing or understandable.
Sarah Jameson, I'm sorry. I can't defend you on this one. I tried, but
Sarah, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Sudden acts of violence leave behind a residual energy that Jameson believes enhances the unexplainable, like the shadows her group often sees pacing the factory's catwalk, or sudden illnesses experienced by women inside the so-called Hell Silo. I want to know more about the Hell Silo. I don't know. I
assume it's just a silo they painted hell on. You know.
Oh my God! Wait, do you
maybe
think
it's made to look like hell because it's a haunted house?
Do you think this is a Mormon haunted house?
Oh, I mean, yeah. It's in Utah, so it's got to be a little Mormon about it.
But so like everything scary is just things that Mormons are scared of?
I don't know. It's soda water with like cherry juice in it or whatever the fuck they drink over there. Whatever Mormons are up to.
In the underground tunnels, the spirit of George Howe often reaches out to investigators with a phantom brush or playful ankle grab.
He's the one who got ground up.
Yeah,
he's the one who got his sleeve caught and his arm
got his
off.
sleeve caught.
Did he fall into the tunnels?
He fell onto like a coal pile.
Why is he in the tunnels?
Maybe
he should be on the pile.
Maybe they were like,
it's all going to the same place anyway. Just scooped him into the fire.
Threw him in the tunnels.
I don't really know. You know, he could wander the factory.
George, how the fuck did I get in these tunnels?
He might still be doing his job. He might be one of those job doing.
I feel like there's a lot of job ghosts here.
He's a very touchy-feely entity.
Jameson
I guess
laughs.
my joke about catcalling earlier was on the money.
Yeah. Word of these encounters even brought Ghost Adventures' own Zach Baggins to the
Fucking
scene
God.
in 2014.
Get him away from me.
Where his team investigated loud bangs, dark laughter, bright floating anomalies,
Dark laughter.
and foreboding statements like, "It's coming," and "I did it." Zach surmises.
Did what?
Zach summarizes their findings.
I mixed silica into the limestone composite material.
I did it. My first cement all by myself.
I broke all the rocks up. I did it. Also, dark laughter is so funny to me.
I like loud bangs because I'm just picturing someone with bangs that's like really obnoxious.
So some bitch with a He-Man cut is making my life awful back there.
Yeah, dark laughter's good too, though. I honestly, I just picture like Shaq laughing. That's dark laughter to me because not because of his skin color. Because he's got a deep voice and he's like,
oh yeah, you know, Charles Barkley would be having those ghosts dark laughing everywhere, dude.
This
Nope.
Oh.
The RAM is gone.
Oh, wow, I've never seen the computer background
I know,
change like impromptu like that.
I know. I feel like I spotted a shooting star or something.
I was going to watch the Ghost Adventures episode for Zach Baggins' visit here.
Yeah. You hate watching these episodes. You never do it.
I just like don't have time, but like I would.
We do an hourly ghost podcast. Like that's crazy.
But I also have
An hour long.
I have to edit it, and
episode.
it's like it takes 3 times as long to edit than it does to record.
I mean, it sounds like it's a great time to watch the episode while you're editing another episode. You know.
Oh wow, that would. I don't think I have the attention span for that. I'd get sucked into the show.
It's like Subway Surfers in the TikTok video. You know?
I would miss you saying something that really needs to be edited out and we publish it. Of all the activity recorded at Fear Factory, Jameson always notes a significant
I hate
uptick.
the name of this place also.
Fear Factory.
Yeah, it's pissing me off every time I hear it.
Jameson always notes a significant uptick right after the haunted house opens for the season.
That's so funny.
That's pretty
really funny. I wonder why, lady.
Oh, it's spookier.
No
in here.
offense, like
Anytime you get a lot of emotions in a place, it tends to enhance the paranormal.
what do you mean? That's not even like even if you believe in ghosts, it's because there's 75 billion more people in the building than there normally are. You know what I mean? If you have ghosts in there every day and you normally have 10 people in the building and all of a sudden you have 30, you're going to find 3 times as many ghosts.
I wonder
That's
if
just like a numbers thing. I'm not even being silly billy about it. It's just numbers.
I wonder if it's kind of like similar to like the concert theory, like you can feel like people's collective energy where like the more people who are in there and getting spooked and stuff, they're giving the spirits more energy to work with.
Again, that's whatever. I'm just talking about purely like if there's a ghost in there, of course more people means more sightings. There's more people to see the ghost.
That is true.
Like you just got more eyes on the
Statistically,
prize.
that is true.
Yeah, it's it's like the more people we have running this race, the faster the times get. It's like there's a good chance someone in there is quicker. I don't know.
You're getting more fast people.
Fear and even excitement act as an amplifier.
No, not just fear. No, they made that up.
Oh,
They're doing the Trev thing where they're making something up and saying it like it's a fact that we all should know.
or what if all the ghosts are just empaths? That's something to think about.
That sounds like a nightmare situation for me.
It's not hard to imagine why the screams of thrill-seeking attendees might rouse the entities whose own lives ended in shouts of surprise and pain.
That's kind of fucked up. That's a fucked up line.
Yeah.
Avery, you're in timeout now.
Avery Evans.
That's a fucked up line.
Avery Evans, I swear to
People
God.
screaming and having a fun time is triggering these ghosts to have flashbacks about their death.
If I see you on the street, Avery Evans, it's on site. If I'm in Salt Lake, you better watch out.
I'm not mad at you, Avery. I'm just disappointed. You're 5-minute timeout.
I mean, it's funny. It's funny when like one of these stories puts it in a way that's a little too craven for you, even though that's the thing that happens on every single episode of the show, which is that someone farms out some tragedy for ghost points and like $93 a week for ghost tour fees.
And $5 in Google AdSense.
Yeah. Yeah. So they can get on that blog with the pumpkin rating system.
Oh, fuck. We got to get on that blog. That's 5 jack-o'-lanterns out of 5 for the Ghost Binkers
I never think to
podcast.
call them jack-o'-lanterns. I always call them pumpkins. I wonder why that is.
I think maybe in your head, jack-o'-lanterns is way too on the nose, where you're like, it couldn't possibly be jack-o'-lanterns.
I'm just worried. I always call jack-o'-lanterns pumpkins here, and I feel like I got to expand my vocabulary a bit.
Maybe they are reaching from beyond the veil to warn the living of the perils that await them in the Portland cement factory.
Honestly,
It's not running anymore.
if
The ghost should know.
if I'm a ghost,
Although there was machines to play with, so maybe it is kind of running still.
maybe they. Oh my God, maybe they let you make more cement.
I really hope they don't.
They sell it.
Based on their history as described, I really hope they don't let anyone do that.
They're like, you just sign this waiver and you get to experience what it was like for the people who died here.
I don't want a beloved listener getting mashed up. All right.
Also, if I'm a sleeping ghost, I'm haunting these people because they woke me the fuck up. I'm pissed now. I was trying to sleep. I was trying to take my 30-minute lunch break nap.
Yeah.
And they woke me up because they're having a fun time looking at Psycho Melt Face Clown.
Yeah. Some woman on stilts with big long wet hair chasing me around. You know.
Yeah, why is wet hair scarier than dry hair?
It's like a ghost grease. It's a ghoulish.
It's your theory.
Fluid.
Ghosts are wet.
Yeah, definitely. Well, in the ring, she comes out of the well.
Yeah.
Right? There's like a well involved. So
Yeah.
that's why she's wet.
But
But now
like-
I think they copy the ring is the answer.
Yeah, I guess that's where the idea that wet hair is scary came from.
I like. You ever seen those haunted houses where they kind of instruct the people to like Scooby Doo it if they notice someone doing that? So like the
No.
ghost will try to scare someone, but they'll be like on a phone in the room, and the ghost will be like tapping on their shoulder, and then they'll like look, and they'll like hand the ghost the phone, and the ghost will like answer the phone, and the person will run away, and the ghost will be like hang up the phone. I think that's funny. I think
That's a good.
I think
bit.
I would have fun Scooby doing it if I was a ghost actor, a scare actor. I believe is the industry term.
Yeah, as a former scare actor, that'd be a fun bit to do.
Yeah,
I
I would try to give my
concur.
character some really deep moments and backstory. Try to win an Oscar doing the Fear Factor.
I was really good at being a lifeless scarecrow. That was my talent. I would sit right on when people were boarding.
Yeah, you were the Sydney Sweeney of this hayride.
I would dead fish right in the back, and people would be like, "Is that a real scarecrow?" And they'd like try to get up in my face and everything.
Yeah.
An amateur would take that bait and scare them right there. No, you wait longer.
Oh, okay.
Because then they have a false sense of security.
Yeah.
They thought if I'm gonna get scared, it's when I'm up in their face.
Yeah.
No, it's when we're deep in the woods and you think that the scare's coming off there. No, it's coming right from the track.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. It's a great point.
I'm just explaining my job.
No, I think think that's a level of craft that the employees at the McDonald's I go to should try and have when they make my McFlurry and dump it haphazardly into a paper box. Okay, they should think like the scare actors and you know.
I hope
the ice cream store you worked at.
I hope someone out there knows what we're talking about. I think they do.
It's funny because in my head I'm like, I just had a bunch of relatable stuff. Of course they do, but I also might just appear like schizophrenic rambling if you don't have opinions about how McDonald's is being handled these days.
So the last thing that we're going to talk about,
final thing
for this episode is
we won't talk about anything else after this.
Well, you're right. The last thing related to this that we'll talk about. My favorite question. Is it a business interest? Is this a business interest?
Anyway, move on. I like it because it's been a business interest the whole time.
Yeah.
First they were cement.
They're not shy about it.
But I mean, originally they were just trying to make cement.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's always been a business interest. This place is about making money.
But the haunts themselves, are those business related? And I have to say, yes.
I mean, obviously, man.
But I'm going to try.
What do you mean, but I'm going to try?
I'm going to try to think of why they might not be.
Does it not behoove this business to be like, man, we're really haunted? Like, there's just literally no downside to frothing up speed. They also sell little ghost tours so you can get scared. Like, that. This is like...
Well, I think if I were to go to a haunted house, I would not want to go to one that was actually haunted.
That's okay. 1, you're a fool. 2, you want to go to haunted places, so that's not even true. 3, I think we've moved past the is this a business interest question to would this business fake it?
Oh.
Like, and I think this business for sure would.
Yeah.
Like, right, this is one where it's like, look, I'm already up on the catwalks. I might as well like put a little recorder that jingles chains up there, or like put a little thing that jingles the chains once in a while. Like, I might as well set the chains to jingle. It would scare, Sarah and her tour group,
Unfortunately, I do have a weird perception of like haunted houses as being kind of skeezy.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were going to say honorable, because to me, it's weirder to think that they're not skeezy. Of course.
So I would think haunted houses are the macabre carnival, basically. Like, you're going to get like someone trying to rip you off.
Yeah. I also, look, it's got to be expensive to maintain a warehouse.
Yeah.
So anything they can do to get a buck, they're gonna.
They gotta put bread on the table.
They gotta put bread on the table. Ching.
That's why they're making everybody who goes there make the cement so they can sell that on the side. Let's get into our Bink difficulty scale. 1 is an insta-bink, aka there's no merit to this whatsoever. Or 10, unbinkable. We actually think this is real.
Yeah.
It's gotta be a 1 for me, dog.
Yeah, we didn't get a lot of specific ghost stories this time either. Other than a little bit from Emily, but those are just also kind of the cold spot. It was kind of there's no like this encounter, so it wasn't very narrative driven for me. This is like, again, got to be the onest of all time. They made a building about scaring people, and they're trying to scare people. This is like,
that's true.
It'd be weirder if they were like, no, stop it, it's not haunted. It's regular.
I think our
we make it haunted.
Our baseline for 1 is the Catfish Cafe or whatever it's called.
I kind of want to buy this place, this Fear Factory. Like, I want to get $10 billion.
Yeah.
I want to buy it, and I want to be like, no, we're not haunted. You're like devaluing the hard work of our scare actors by saying it was a real ghost. It was our scare actors who scared you. It was not a ghost. John put on the clown chainsaw mask. He did not let a ghost scare you.
John
you were feeling dread because Emily is committed to her job as a wet ghost, and not because of a real ghost that made you scared on a molecular level. Okay,
John,
the cold spot. Yeah, Dave rerouted the ACs, and that was between being a scarecrow man with scissor hands.
Wow.
And you're like, wow.
Whoa, Dave
needs a
promotion.
But a play of the month. him with the scarecrow mask on.
The only thing is, if you promote Dave, then you lose your best scarer.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So the job kind of traps you.
Well, I run this like Jack Welch and GE in the 90s, so I have to fire 10% of my scare actors every year, whether they're good or not, to keep fear in their hearts.
That's crazy.
The manager who only knows how to scare.
Yeah.
So he's constantly just trying to scare his team into action.
If your employees are scared, they're gonna scare better.
Oh, my boss left the quarterly reports. Whoa! A snake pops out.
Oh, the break room. They're putting free boilless
blood. Oh God.
That's it for this episode.
What the fuck?
Thank you for listening to this episode of Ghost Binkers. Did you know that at ghostbinkers.com you can do all the Ghost Binkers type shit, as in going to our social media, at Ghost Binkers. That's on Instagram and TikTok. You can email us, ghostbinkers@gmail.com. Emily emailed us and got an entire episode dedicated to her. So email us, please. I don't really have much more to say except just email
Trev
us.
likes emails.
I like the emails. They're good. And they help me avoid generic stories.
Yeah, I think also, the more natural a story comes to us, the better it is usually.
Yeah. If I'm looking for it, it's going to be bad.
There's a genuine fear in your sad little hearts that this scam ghost blog industry doesn't have. And so feeling the real fear from the time your mom thought she saw your grandma in the bathtub, is scary to me,
Seeing anyone's grandma in the bathtub is scary to me too.
Well,
I would never want to disrespect.
Not if you're taking your grandma out of the bathtub store, it's normal. She's trying it out.
I guess that's fair. I think they don't want you to do that anymore. Wow. So that's still scary to me because now we're going to get kicked out of the store. My grandma
still brings a pail of water to fill it up with and check it out.
Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify.
Yeah, sure.
It's got to be 5 jack-o'-lanterns.
Yeah, or pumpkins.
Or pumpkins.
If you're not feeling it so spooky.
Because if not, they're going to make me and Killian make cement at the cement factory.
I just also think it's weird to review our show and give us 2 stars.
Yeah.
It just don't even bother at that point.
Just leave a mean comment on YouTube instead.
Yeah, join the flood.
They're not even mean comments. They're just annoying.
I know. And it's always like there's not even 20 of them. It's just one of them.
It's one. And I'm like, oh boy, a comment.
At least
and
if it was 20, I could pivot into a whatever, you know?
Oh boy, a comment. Oh, yep. It's just someone telling us ghosts aren't real. I do like someone diagnosed me with ADHD. That was kind of fun.
I've done that 50 times already.
I know, but like...
You can't go downstairs normal.
This is a stranger.
You've never gone downstairs and not jumped a little bit at some point.
I love jumping.
But you just like... Have you ever walked downstairs before in your life? Without grabbing the rails and picking your legs up or something? Like, I just can't picture you using stairs regular, to be honest.
At work, I kind of have to, but I sprint down the stairs.
Yeah, no, and like second to last step, you don't do like, maybe sometimes you skip the last one or something a little... Yeah, okay. That was crazy.
Yeah. Lastly,
I saw you not prepared for how much I caught you with that
one. For that prediction, you got to share the show with your friends.
Yeah, I am genuinely psychic. I think this show has convinced me.
I think that's what we're learning from this show. So share the fact that Killian's psychic with your friends.
Yeah.
And thank you to the authors of these articles and Emily specifically, because your article email was way better than the article that I read from Salt Lake Magazine.
Yeah, so Avery Evans of Salt Lake Magazine, maybe improve. Maybe step it up. I didn't critique any writing.
Yeah, it was good.
So that's good.
Look at that. You're channeling into your psychic powers and you're putting all your psychic energy into that instead of the...
Yeah, I hope Emily's friend is taking some binder breaks. I hope he's figured it out by now.
Yeah. And that's it for this episode. We'll catch you on the next episode. I haven't ended the episode on that one in a while.
Crazy. I hated that.
In Salt Lake City, Utah, there's a horror attraction set up in an abandoned cement factory. Been an abandoned cement factory.